And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome into another night of high school basketball on Hometown Media. Tonight, it's the season finale for the Angola Lady Hornets as they entertain one of the top teams in Class 4A in the Warsaw Lady Tigers. Great to have you with us here on a Thursday night alongside Josh Schmucker, who will bring a little Warsaw perspective to the broadcast tonight. I'm Brett Briscoe. Great to have you with us. And I don't know where the girls' basketball season went, but it's all coming to an end tonight and tomorrow night around the state. These teams will be playing sectional action this time next week.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. It's went so fast. And, I remember watching this team from early on in the season, and they're just so fun to watch. I think part of it is they're just such a fast-paced team. They shoot threes like there's nobody's business. Warsaw's who we're talking about here. And it's just been one of those seasons that has flown by. Here we are, January 30th tomorrow. Sectionals start next week. We'll have some more information on that and who everybody's going to play coming up here in just a little bit. But, man, I tell you what, Brett, I was excited to get up here and hang out with you and watch the Tigers take on the Hornets.
It should be a lot of fun. This is, without a doubt, the most prolific offensive team Angola has seen this year. They're number one in the state in scoring at just under 74 points a game, 73.7, I believe. And they also have the widest winning margin of any team in the state at just over 34 points per game. So it's a Warsaw team that can put points on the board. Angola's had to deal with a lot of injuries. They're playing a lot of young kids. So this is a good experience for Angola, too. Not maybe so much tonight, but I think looking forward for their program as a whole. And you're looking to measure yourself against the best, and they're going to get to do that against one of the best tonight.
Yeah, that was, Warsaw taking on Homestead last week, and it was one of those games where if you can have a good loss, it was a good loss for them to have. They went up against one of the better teams in the state of Indiana. They faced that challenge head on, did what they needed to do, learned what they needed to learn, bounced back against Tippecanoe Valley shortly after that, and then won again over Concord on Saturday. But I tell you what, Brett, we're in for a treat here tonight, and I'm excited to watch it and kind of see what happens. And it'll just be fun. It was a nice trip up here from Warsaw, about an hour and 15 minutes. So not too bad.
Yeah, one thing all the injuries for Angola has done, it's given their coaching staff, Dave Pannon, it's given them a chance to go and look at some of the younger kids they have in the program. You'll see one of them tonight, Stella Stockamp, a freshman, really good shooter. They've got 2 or 3 of those, and we'll see how it pans out. We'll talk more about that and more when we come back. We'll get you set with tonight's starting lineups and the tip-off. It's all straight ahead. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
And let's get you down to the court tonight's starting lineups.
Number 13, Kyra Kaiser. Number 23, Layla Nett. Number 31, Kaylee Goheen. Number 34, Cassie Jackson. Number 44, Erin McManus. And now your starter.
Is that button sticking again?
Number 2, Brooke Zartman. Number 4, Alexis Neely. Number 10, Jocelyn Bricker. Number 22, Brooke Winchester. And number 25, Rayleigh Chastain. And now for your Angola Hornets, led tonight by Coach Dave Cannon. Number 0, Bella Robertson. Number 3, Hadley Pocock. Number 4, Lexi Stillman. Number 10, Ella Savage. Number 14, Elena Miller. Number 22, Aspen Sutton. Number 33, Kendall Holman. And now for your starters. Number 5, Anna McClure. Number 11, Ava Ryder. Number 15, Carly Gillen. Number 20, Stella Stockton. And number 25, Bailey Holman.
So there you go, your starting lineups again for Warsaw. It'll be Zartman, Neely, along with Bricker, Winchester, and Chastain. Angola will counter with a little bit different lineup than what we've seen throughout the season. As they'll go with McClure, Reinard, Gillen, Stockamp, and Bailey Holman. Angola white, purple and gold trim. Warsaw the gray uniforms with the orange and white trim. And the tap is controlled by Angola. Warsaw looks to start with a trap in the backcourt near the timeline. Angola will get it into the front court. Reinard, right side, Stockamp. They tried to trap her in the corner, tried to throw it off a leg of one of the Warsaw players, and now Angola is going to take an early timeout. Just 18 seconds into the ball game, the Hornets take the timeout as Warsaw trying to trap all over the floor. As they got it to the freshman in the corner and really was in no man's land with nowhere to go.
Well, having watched this team play a number of times this year, that's what Warsaw does. They like to get you trapped, get you on the defensive, and get you in an awkward position to where you make mistakes that you wouldn't ordinarily make. They're very good at forcing turnovers. They're very good at those fast break points. And just, if you can have a handsy team, I mean, without committing a ton of fouls, Warsaw's really, really good.
We got it in the Stockamp, and she has it knocked away. Warsaw with it back the other way on the outlet will throw it away. And each team with a turnover here in the first 27 seconds. Tigers will come with some pressure as the inbounds comes to Stockamp. Back to Gillen. Angola keeps it in the middle of the floor. They'll break the pressure. Holman turnaround jumper is good, and Angola is on the board first. Well, if you're going to break the pressure, that's exactly how you do it. And here's a deep three back the other way from Zartman.
Zartman's hit I don't know how many threes this year.
I can tell you, that's number 88.
Yeah, she broke her own school record a couple of weeks ago.
She's the #1 three-point shooter in the state of Indiana. Came into tonight's game 87
2 from
out of
Chastain.
193.
Yeah, 2 for Chastain for the Tigers there.
and shoots the three at a 48% clip. That's Zartman. Here's another turnover and a run out.
Two for Bricker.
Warsaw adds 2 more to the total. 7-2 Tigers. Early going, and Angola will turn it over, but Warsaw couldn't quite bring it in. Inbounds comes to Reinert. Catch and shoot three is off back iron, no. And the Tigers have the rebound back the other way. Long outlet. Here's a drive down the lane. Shot is up and good for Neely.
Zartman with the assist.
First bucket for Neely, and it's 9-2 Tigers. Stockamp in trouble again. Will throw that off the leg of Chastain.
I tell you, Neely's one of those games that comes in and she is sneaky good, averaging about 10.4 points a game. And defensively, she's top notch. One of those Warsaw girls that, when I mentioned being handsy earlier, she is really, really good. Rebound for Neely there. Zartman for three, no good. Rebound to Winchester. Back out to Bricker for three. Good for Bricker.
Warsaw's run that lead now to double digits. It's 12-2. Here comes some more full court pressure by the Tigers. Angola will get it into the front court. Warsaw right now has Angola playing at a little bit of an uncomfortable pace as the freshman Stockamp dials long distance, no good. Rebound knocked around and loose on the floor. And a little bit of a scrum after it, and we'll have a held ball, and the arrow will point to Warsaw. So the first held ball of the night goes the Tigers' way with 5:12 to play here in the opening quarter.
Warsaw averaging just under 25 points in the first quarter for the season.
Here's a drive down the right side of the lane, up off the glass and good for Bricker. And just like that, it's 14-2. And we've just barely played over 3.5 minutes.
Blocked out of bounds for Bricker.
So it'll stay with Angola. As Elena Miller checks into the lineup to replace Stockamp.
Have we had a foul yet?
Nope. Reinert, off balance shot, rolls out. Holman's got the rebound and puts it up and in. So Bailey Holman with all 4 Angola points. It's 14-4 Warsaw. Here's a drive to the basket on the baseline, and that is up and good.
2 more for Neely for the Tigers there.
Hornets into the front court, right side. Holman will try the three. And right now it's Warsaw 16, Bailey Holman 7. Here's a three in the left corner that's up. That is no good from Bricker. And on the rebound, it's last touch by Angola. So it'll stay with the Tigers.
Bailey Zolman coming in, 10.5 points per game for the Hornets. So shoot, Brett, she's well on her way to hitting her average. We're not even out halfway through the first quarter yet.
Stockcamp's back in for Miller.
Kyra Kaiser now in for the Tigers.
Zartman works the dribble up top. Angola stays in that man defense. Winchester across the top of the free throw circle. Now Gillen getting after it defensively, and another. Oh, Angola will come out with a basketball. I'm surprised there wasn't a held ball called. 16-7, Warsaw the lead. Angola the basketball. 3:27 to play here in the opening quarter. Holman for Gillen. Kicks it left side. Three for McClure. Takes the big bounce and no. And the rebound pulled down by Warsaw. And we've got a whistle, and the game's first foul of the night is going to go against Anna McClure.
Her first, team's first. beat the PA announcer on the call there, Brett. What do you think of that? Probably because I've sat at the PA table quite a bit. Peterson with the ball underneath to Winchester.
Knocked away. Angola back the other direction. Here's Gillett in the corner. Had that pass deflected. It's stolen away. Warsaw quickly back to the other end. Throw it away. It's deflected out of bounds, though. They say last touch by Angola. Angola, credit for one thing, they have not backed down one bit defensively tonight.
No, they have not. They've shown Warsaw some pressure that they don't see a whole lot this season. But the question is, can they hold up? Usually if they do get pressure like that, 2 for Bricker there from the Tigers.
Jocelyn Bricker with a turnaround jumper.
Usually teams kind of wear out about midway through either that second quarter or the third quarter.
This is how Angola plays all time. So
yeah, well, I hope to see it, man.
There's a turnaround jumper again by Bricker that wouldn't go. Rebound knocked around. Warsaw comes out with it. Bricker again off the glass. And she's in double figures with 11. First player to hit double figures tonight. Angola still looking for another player not named Bailey Holman to score. There's a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Warsaw as Brooke Winchester will pick up her first. It's also the first against the Tigers here in the first quarter.
Neely checking back in for the Tigers.
Inbounds comes to Stockamp. Her 3 is maybe too quick of a release. A little wide. Warsaw back the other way as Reiner will poke that out of bounds.
Yeah, Brett, that defense for the Hornets, man, it's looking pretty tough so far.
Down to 1:56 to play here in the opening quarter. Here's a drive down the lane by Neely. Had it partially blocked. Angola comes out with it. Up ahead to Gillen. Skip pass over to Reinert. Reinert spins into the lane, then lost the handle. Neely back the other way for Warsaw. Stutter step into the lane to the basket with the right hand and lays it in.
Steal and basket for Neely there.
22-7, Tigers with the lead. 1:24 to go here in the opening quarter. And it's going to be a reach-in foul on Neely.
That's her first, team second this quarter.
Jocelyn Bricker has re-entered for Warsaw. As she's in to replace Brooke Zartman. And they try to get it down on the low block to Holman. That's Kendall Holman, and a little too tall for her to even pull in at 6'1".
She's 6'1"?
Yeah.
She looks every bit of it, too. I guess I didn't realize how tall she was out there.
One of a number of freshmen you'll see in Angola on the floor tonight. Here's a 3 on the air that's up and no good by Winchester. And the rebound out of bounds, and they say last touch by Angola, much to the chagrin of the student section. Now the officials are going to discuss it, and it'll stay with Warsaw. I got a double from the student section.
Always got to love the...
Hey, not many times you get a jeer of the official twice on the same play.
No kidding, the rebuttal from the student section.
That 3 is up and
Rebound
no good.
Peterson there for Warsaw. Looks like we got a foul coming against Angola.
That's going to go on McClure.
That is her second, team second this quarter. 43.2 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Warsaw up 22-7. Neely to inbound for the Tigers.
Comes in and a held ball, and that's going to go to Angola. Second one of those here in the first quarter.
Looks like we've got Chastain checking back in for the Tigers, coming in for Kaiser.
Gillen down the right side of the lane, tried to find Holman over in the corner. And passes off of Holman and out of bounds. It'll be Warsaw basketball with 33.1 seconds to play here in the quarter.
Zartman back in for the Tigers, checking in for Peterson.
Angola stays man-to-man as Warsaw get it into the front court as the Tigers look to maybe hold it for the final shot. They also have the possession arrow in their favor to start the second quarter. Only player to score in the first quarter for Angola was Bailey Holman, and here's a whistle and a foul, and they're going to get that on Reinert trying to run through the screen, I believe. And officials, yep, that's the call. So for Ava Reinert, that's her first.
Team's third this quarter.
So Warsaw will inbound across the way. Neely to pull the trigger. Here's a drive into the paint, kick in the corner. Pull-up shot is up and no good from Winchester. Angola got the rebound, ball deflected away, and that's the end of the quarter. After one, here at the Hive, Warsaw leads Angola 22-7. We're back after this. You're watching High School Hoops. It's brought to you by the Steuben County REMC and Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
It'll be Warsaw basketball as we go to the second quarter. Tigers with the 22-7 lead over Angola. Bailey Holman, who's scored all 7 points for the Hornets in that first quarter, remains on the bench right now for the Hornets. Here's a deep three on the far side by Zartman that's good.
Zartman, tough one.
And Warsaw's running out to a 21-point first half lead. And I take that back. Bailey Holman is on the floor for Angola. Here's a drive to the basket. Shot wouldn't go. Holman got the rebound, then had it blocked from behind. It'll stay with the Hornets. 7:31 to go, second quarter. Gillen to pull the trigger. Looks for an opening and threw it away. Pass picked off as Warsaw back the other way. Cross court three in the corner is on the way and good for Zartman.
Zartman now with 9 points, all 3 points.
She led the state in three-pointers made and attempted
well,
coming into tonight.
She shoots a lot of them.
And really, it wasn't even close. Holman will take the three. That's off the side, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Quickly outlet to Neely. Winchester will take the long three. That's off the back iron, no. And Gillen with a hustle play to try to save it. And it's out of bounds off Carly. And it'll stay with the Tigers. They'll inbound from the far corner as Winchester will pull the trigger.
Winchester inbounds the ball to Bricker. Bricker out to Chastain.
There's not supposed to be a pun in there when you say Winchester pulls the trigger.
Offensive foul. Is there supposed to be a pun? There should be.
Seems like there should be somewhere. It was totally unintentional.
Yeah, Winchester recently, of course, named the IBCA, one of the IBCA's Girls Basketball Players of the Week. And, man, I tell you what, she is tough inside. Offensive foul there on the Tigers. I didn't catch who that was on. Looked like it was on Bricker. So that would be her team's first this quarter.
Here's Gillen in the corner. Tried to drive baseline and stepped on the inline. Turnover back to Warsaw. Tigers, nice job to cut off that baseline, and Gillen just ran out of real estate. And 6:20 to go. First half, Warsaw with a 28-7 lead. Into the front court, Bricker angles over to the right side. Up top it comes to Neely. Back to Zartman. Back to Neely between the circles, guarded by Reinert. Drives down the lane, kicks it over in the corner. Winchester will run it into the lane and can't get the shot to go, but draws the contact and will go to the line. And I believe this will be the game's first free
Foul
throws.
is on Reinard. That is her second, their team's first. The line 2 for Winchester.
Winchester's first is up and good.
Well, my wife says we sound great, so we've got her stamp of approval. Both of you being Kentucky fans. Winchester's back up. Second free throw is good.
30-7. Tigers out to the big first half lead. Here's Stockamp. Crossover as she comes into the front court. Works across the top of the key, down the lane to the basket. Too high off the glass, and Neely's got the rebound. Quickly back the other way. Pass up for Zartman. Nice job to keep it from going out of bounds. Finds the trailing Winchester, and she bangs it down for 3. Here's a whistle and a foul. That's going to be called out on the floor.
Foul on Zartman. That is her first, team second this quarter. I didn't quite see what happened there. Maybe ran through a screen.
That's generally what it is, yeah. Inbounds to Stockamp. Bounce pass down for a Holman. Can't get it to go, and Winchester clears the rebound off to Neely. Trying to get it up ahead, and it's deflected and stolen by Angola. Stockamp had it swiped away from behind by Bricker.
Bricker up to Zartman. Three-pointer on the way. Good for Brooke Zartman for the Tigers.
Man, that is so hard to defend. And it is now a 32-point. I guess I catch the score up. I still had Angola with 4.
Hey, you've been sick for most of the week, so we'll give you a little grace.
Gillen couldn't get it to go, and
Neely
Warsaw back the other way.
Another 3 off. Neely with the rebound for the Tigers. Over to Winchester, around to Bricker. Bricker for 3, just off the back iron. Rebound for Neely from the Tigers underneath to Chastain. Chastain tries to get it underneath to Winchester. Zartman picks up the loose ball for 3. Not good rebound for Angola.
So Holman rips down the rebound. Angola looking to stop the bleeding. We still have only had the one player score, and Bailey Holman. Here's a reach-in foul going to be called on Zartman.
Zartman, her second. That's going to be the team's third. Got to play defense with those feet, ladies. Get those hips out of the way. Looks like we've got a timeout for Angola. Full timeout coming for the Hornets.
Yep, we'll take a break with them. Back after this, you're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
He's not going to pick her. No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together. No.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ.
Buying a new home means a lot of decisions. Starting with, where are you going to get the best mortgage? At First Federal, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, convenient payment options, and expert-friendly advice, all without the long wait you get from one of those big city financials. Make your dream home a reality. Talk with us. We're an equal housing lender.
We got more high school, easy for me to say. More high school hoops coming your way Saturday night when the Angola boys get back to action. They'll entertain Fairfield here at the Hive. Move all the action for you at 7:30 as they try to stay in contention for an NECC championship. They get back to conference play this Saturday when they host Fairfield.
Yeah, go ahead.
36-7, Warsaw with the lead, and Angola will turn it over.
Yeah, the Warsaw Tigers, the boys tomorrow night, Brett, they got the NLC championship against Northwood. That'll be at Warsaw as well. So a couple championships on the line this weekend for both teams' boys.
Down low to Winchester. Kicks it out. Neely, a three straight away is no good. Long rebound tapped out, loose on the floor. Picked up by Holman, lost the handle, got it back, finds Stockkamp for a trailing three, and Stella Stockkamp knocks it down.
Back up quickly for the Tigers to Kaiser for another two. They're very, very good at that. They try and catch you on those baskets that are made when you're maybe stealing by Neely for the Tigers. Up the floor.
Cut off by Reinert. Right side it went to Bricker. They'll work it back over in the left corner. That's Zartman, runs it to the free throw line, finds Bricker right corner for three. That's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Bailey Holman. Here's Reinert with it. She'll launch the three. That spins out, no good. Winchester the rebound. Winchester, Warsaw quickly back the other way as Bricker got into the paint. Left corner, Neely, shot fake, takes it down to the baseline. Here's a drive, and the shot was blocked. And Angola comes out with a loose ball and had it knocked away, but Stockkamp ends up with it. Gillen drove through the defenders, finds Holman in the left corner for a three. That's no good. Neely has the short rebound. Quickly up ahead, it comes for a three by Zartman that's no good.
That was Peterson.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, yeah.
That's okay. The ponytails, when you're doing girls basketball, that makes it one of the hardest things to see what numbers are.
It's more the orange numbers on the gray is kind of hard.
Yeah, those uniforms, looks like we've got a timeout.
Yep.
Tigers, 30-second timeout.
Yep, 30-second timeout taken by Warsaw. Tigers with the 38-10 lead.
Lenny Krebs didn't like something he saw there.
1:47 to play. Angola will next be in action after tonight. Next Tuesday, they'll head down to Concordia for sectional action where they'll take on Bishop Dwenger.
Bishop Dwenger. Looks like Angola beat them earlier in the season, 45-37, just a couple Saturdays. Last Saturday, is that right, Brett?
Yep, just this past Saturday.
Yeah, Warsaw's going to take on the winner of the, let me see if I can find it here. So Warsaw's going to play the winner of the matchup between Elkhart and Concord Friday the 7th. So that Elkhart-Concord game will be at the Tiger Den in Warsaw on Tuesday.
And then you start to look at that 4A bracket in the northern half of the state. That is brutal when you start talking about Hamilton Southeastern's ranked number 1, 22-0.
And they're tough.
And then you've got South Bend, Washington.
Kyra Kaiser for three for the Tigers, just off the rim. Rebounded by Gillen for the Hornets, up the floor.
Four of the top 5 teams in 4A are in that northern semi-state bracket.
Oh, yeah. And
no one has more than a single loss.
Well, you've got Homestead in a bracket that shouldn't be too tough for them. Washington might be the one. They think they take on Penn in that sectional, so that could be a tough one for that sectional there.
Yeah, Warsaw and South Bend, Washington, they have games that they both have a sectional game that if they don't play really well, or don't play well, that they could possibly lose against Northridge and against Penn. If they show up and play well, I think they'll be all right. But
who else in this? I'm looking at the other folks that are in this sectional there at Concordia. You've got East Noble, DeKalb, Garrett. What are those teams looking like? Have they been pretty tough this season?
East Noble's probably the favorite now. Here's a shot by Holman that's up and good. Before all the injuries, Angola was right there.
Yeah, that's sad that they suffered so many injuries. You said the one.
Here's a turnaround jumper that's up and
the one gal
good for Bricker.
Tore her ACL twice.
She tore it a couple years ago in volleyball, and then she tore her other one just a couple of weeks ago. Here's Stockcamp, a floater. That's no good. Rebound knocked around and put up and in by Anna McClure.
13 seconds left here in the first half. Bricker goes down in the paint, just off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Holman.
Down to 4 seconds.
Stolen away by Bricker with the left hand up, and two more. Tigers taking a 42-14 halftime lead over the Hornets.
So we go to the break. Warsaw with the 42-14 lead over Angola. We'll take a timeout. We'll get you set with second half action coming up here in minutes. You're watching high school basketball. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank has focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at TritonMP.com/careers.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Maybe tastes good.
He's not gonna pick her. No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together. No.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, the Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ, happy tastes good.
When you look back at the medical care you receive, it becomes clear that what matters most isn't just where you receive care, but the quality of that care. After all, it's your health, so it's only natural to want more. More skilled physicians and more specialized services. Of course, you also want more technology, like the latest medical equipment and advanced treatment options. However, it's important that healthcare innovations and advanced diagnostics also come with more personalized, one-on-one care from trusted providers. You'll find all of that and much more right here at Cameron Hospital. Cameron Memorial Community Hospital, moving forward.
Back in the Hive in Angola, where it's halftime. Warsaw with a 42-14 lead over Angola as we get ready to move on to the third quarter.
What'd you think about that first half, Brett? Anything stick out to you?
Nothing that I don't think we were not expecting. Warsaw did their thing. They played the defense. They shot the threes. You got two players that are exceptional three-point shooters, both juniors, both already scored 1,000 points. And, one puts up 15, the other puts up 12 in the first half. So they're both ahead of their season average coming into tonight. And, it is rare to have 2,000-point scorers on the same team. And it's even more rare for them both to be underclassmen. So that's something Warsaw's got another great year to look forward to with Zartman and Brickman. So,
yeah,
and they didn't disappoint in the first half. I thought Angola caused a little more havoc defensively than what I anticipated.
I was definitely surprised. Their defense is pretty tenacious. They're pretty quick. They kept up with Warsaw for the most part. I think if they could get some scores, they're going to be a team to watch for sure next year, Brett. They're a tough group of ladies, and you said most of them are freshmen?
They got a lot of freshmen, yeah.
And when you're playing against juniors and seniors, and especially teams that play and pass the ball around the perimeter as well as Warsaw does, they are doing really, really good. Bright future coming up for Angola next season, that's for sure. Do they have anybody coming up that...
And they're all pretty much on the JV and varsity, the freshmen that'll be around next year. It'll be Angola basketball to start the third quarter.
Well, I looked up too, and I could not find anywhere that these two teams have ever played head-to-head. So this would be the first ever matchup that I could find.
Well, last year they did.
Did they play last year?
Yeah, Warsaw won, I believe, 68-37 last year over at Warsaw. Here's a drive. Holman too strong, high off the glass. Couldn't get it to go. Long rebound, tapped out. Neely got it, and the shot is up and good.
Quick pass from Chastain to Neely there results in 2 for the Tigers.
And the lead is 30. And that pass is deflected and out of bounds.
Stays with Angola.
Talked at the top of the broadcast, Warsaw came in with an average winning margin of 36.7 points per game. And here's a three that's up and good by Ava Reinert.
Three on the way for Winchester. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net there for Brooke.
47-17.
And welcome to the broadcast if you are watching from Warsaw. It's nice as a Tiger fan to see you tuning in. My buddy Brett running Hometown Media up here. 3 on the way for Angola, just off the side. Rebound for Bricker. Brett, I've been meaning to get up here and do some of this stuff with you for a while.
Here's Winchester, leans in the paint for 2 more. And she puts up 5 quick points, and now she's in double figures with 10.
People listening, they're probably like, man, those guys sound good together. First time broadcasting, but now we've...
Stock camp for a triple. Angola's come out firing here in this third quarter.
For 3, nothing but the bottom of the net there for Brooke.
And it feels like Angola's done a lot of traction offensively to start this third quarter, but they haven't made up any ground. In fact, they've lost ground. McClure couldn't get it to go. Holman the rebound. Reinert another 3. That's no good. And Neely's got the rebound for Warsaw and has it knocked out of bounds by Gillen. Now Kendall Holman is going to check back in for Angola. She'll replace Anna McClure.
I'm assuming Bailey and Kendall are sisters?
Yes, they are.
That's a dynamic that you just can't beat in basketball, and you see it from time to time.
Here's Bricker couldn't get it to go. Rebound knocked around. Angola comes out with a long outlet for Gillen. Drives baseline, finds Stockamp. Now Kendall Holman will take the three. That one spins off no good, and Winchester's got the rebound
Up
for
to
Warsaw.
Neely.
Quickly up ahead to Neely. Had it knocked away, got it back. Bounce
Underneath
pass.
to Chastain.
And Chastain will put it up and in.
For the Tigers. I tell you, Taylor had a couple of sisters, twin sisters, Taylor University a couple years ago. They could shoot the lights out of the gym.
The Book sisters?
Yeah.
They were from Angola.
Were they really?
Yeah, they played here.
Was it Becca and
Yep.
Oh, I can't think of the other one. Man, they were tough. Anytime they came and played at Grace, I always made sure to go watch because they were just fun to watch.
Yep, they both played here.
Zartman back to Winchester. Winchester underneath.
And the steal by Holman. Down to 4:50 to go here in the third quarter.
Kyra Kaiser set to check in for the Tigers at the next whistle. As well as Petey. Abby Peterson going to be checking in for the Tigers.
Here's a three from Reinert, and that's good.
Well, they found some other scores. That's pretty good for the Hornets. Zartman over in the corner for three, just off the front of the rib there. Rebound try from Neely there, taken away by Angola. Finally ends up in the hands. Who is that, Brett?
Oh, Stockamp.
Stockamp.
Here's Gillen. Through the center circle. Works it over on the right side. Down low to Holman. Spins down on the baseline. Had it blocked. And Warsaw back the other way. Up to Neely. Now to Zartman. Drives it baseline. Double team. Kicks it back out now for Winchester. Here's a drive and the kick back to Winchester for the triple, and that's good again.
Three for Winnie.
57-23, 3:23 to go here in the quarter.
Thought about the three there for just a second.
Gillen
back
will
out
take
to
the
Gillen
triple.
for three. No, off the front rebound to Bricker. She brings it up the floor for the Tigers. Looking ahead to Neely. Neely for two. No, but a foul. Who we got the foul on? Is that 20? Is that going to be on Stockamp?
Yep.
That would be her first. Just the team's first this quarter at the line for two. Tigers, Neely.
So Neely's free throw rims out. And substitutions for both teams.
We've got Kaiser, Peterson, and looks like McClure back in for Angola.
So Warsaw point away from sending this to a running clock. Can't get it on the free throw, and on the rebound.
Jump ball favors the Tigers. Checking in for Warsaw looks like going to be Knapp.
Down low it goes to Winchester, and is hacked and will shoot two. I'll put that one on Kendall Holman. That'll be her first. It's the second against Angola here in the quarter. And it'll send Winchester to the line, working on a 13-point night. And the first one rattles home, and that'll give us a running clock for the remainder of the game.
Running clock just stops for timeouts.
Just timeouts.
Just timeouts. Everything else, it just keeps rolling.
Stockamp angles over to the right side. For Gillen. Lost the handle. Ball loose on the floor. And Warsaw comes out
and
with it.
Ends up with in the hands of Kyra Kaiser down to Jocelyn Bricker. Bricker, back out to Kaiser, who tosses over to Winchester. Top of the key, 3, nothing but the bottom of the net for Winchester. Gives her 18 points now for Winnie.
62-23. Stockamp with a left hand, wouldn't go. Rebound knocked around, and Warsaw comes out with it. Tigers quickly to the other end. Here's a drive and a kick down low.
Kaiser with the ball underneath, tries to go up. Looks like we got a foul coming. Foul on number 5. That's going to be McClure's third, and team's third of the quarter.
It looks like Kendall Holman came out maybe holding her wrist.
30-second timeout. Man, they can't afford any more injuries. She's in tears as she walks to the bench.
And she was holding that right wrist. Now they're going to pull her aside, and she's going to talk to the trainer. Yeah, Angola's been through a ton of injuries this year.
You just hate to see that at this level, too.
So Warsaw takes the timeout, leading 62-23.
But looks like she's going to suck it up and stay in. Kudos to her for that. She's a tough kid. I wonder how many times this song has been played at sporting events. Do you ever suppose, like, AC/DC thought when they wrote this song that it would be played at every sporting event from the time it came out in 1980?
Or how about Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train?
Oh, man. Knepp over to Winchester in the corner for the Tigers. Back out to Bricker. She brings it around towards the top of the key.
And
over to Peterson.
Warsaw looks like they're kind of content a little bit maybe to spread this court out and run this clock and shorten this game even more.
Yeah, generally what will happen for the Tigers, at least what I've seen most of the season, at this point in the game, they kind of slow it down and run a half-court offense more so than they usually would. Bricker up, no. Tap back out to Knepp. Knepp for 3. No good. Rebound for Angola's number 5, McClure.
So we're coming up on a minute to play here in the third quarter. Here's a 3 from Holman. That's no good, and Warsaw has the rebound. Tigers look to run it out on the other end. Winchester kicks it over in the corner. Peterson.
She thought about the 3, but I think she was on the line there, thought better of it. Bricker with the basketball, top of the key. Over to Winchester. Winchester driving, back out to Bricker. Stolen by Gillen. Gillen up and rattles out, no good. Rebound to Knepp for Warsaw. Over to Bricker. And she brings it up to the floor. Eyes up, looking for somebody, drives in. 2 for Bricker. That's going to be her 17th point of the contest.
64-23, and that's knocked out of bounds, and that'll take us to the end of the quarter. After 3, Warsaw leads at 64-23. Back with the fourth after this. You're watching high school basketball on Hometown Media.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank has focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
Head to the fourth, 64-23, Warsaw with the lead. It'll be Angola basketball to start the fourth quarter. And if you haven't checked in on a high school game in a while, once the lead gets to 35 in the second half, it becomes a running clock with the exception of timeouts. And that's where we are now.
I tell you what's surprising, the number of teams in girls basketball, especially that have scored over 100 points this season. I don't know how many, but it's crazy to think that with 8-minute quarters, then you have a running clock in the second half for most of them. They're still putting up 100 points. That's just insane.
Yeah. So Angola has gone even a little bit deeper into their bench to start this fourth quarter. As Ava Savick has come off the bench, another freshman.
Zartman over to Winchester. Winchester for three, no good, off the rim. Rebound to Peterson. Peterson back up to Zartman. She'll try a three off the front of the rim, no good. Winchester almost had the rebound. Comes down to Angola's Bailey Holman.
So Angola right now with Pocock, Savick, and Stockamp playing with three freshmen on the court. Here's Stockamp into the lane and cut off, and a foul. That'll be the first against the Tigers here in this quarter.
It's going to be on.
And it's going to go on
Knepp.
Yep.
Her first, team's first. Winchester Zartman check out for the Tigers.
Holman runner in the lane off the glass and good.
Good.
That found its way to the back of the rim and just died and was able to roll in. So Warsaw's gone pretty deep into their bench too here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we've
Here's
got
a drive to the bucket. It's up and no good by Knepp.
And Reagan Robinson in for the
yeah,
Tigers.
Goheen got the basket there for Warsaw.
You know, it is nice when you get the kind of get the leads like this, that other players that wouldn't ordinarily get a chance to play, they get out there, get the experience, and like you said, Angola with a younger team, getting this kind of experience against a team like Warsaw, it's pretty invaluable.
Elena Miller is checked back in for Bailey Holman.
Knepp almost with the steal for the Tigers, out of bounds, back to the Hornets.
Savick drives in, and she's
the
fouled
three.
and will shoot two. So a chance.
Foul on Reagan Robinson. That's going to be her first, team second. Who do we got at the line shooting, Brett?
Chance for Ella Savick to get into the score column for the first time tonight. The freshman rattles the first one home.
That's just an awesome name, Savick.
One more for the freshman.
Over to the corner of the Tigers. Up for two. Knepp.
I'm not sure why the clock stopped during those free throws, but it did.
Yeah, maybe they just forgot.
Stockamp back to Savick. She'll take the deep three and
That's a
left it short.
Caitlin Clark logo three there. Just a little short.
So Warsaw gets it back as Reiner checks out of the ball game, and Anna McClure is back in for the Hornets. Warsaw gets it back with 4:40 to play.
Robinson with the ball. Looks underneath to Kyra Kaiser, back out to Knepp for three. Off the back of the rim there. Looks like Kyra Kaiser coming up with the rebound. Possibly a foul coming here on Angola's number 3. Who is that?
Pocock.
Pocock. It's going to be her first, team's first of the quarter. Man, that's another cool name.
60. And now we've got a illegal screen away from the basketball going to be called against Kaylee Goheen.
It's going to be her first, team's third of the quarter.
And Angola gets the ball back with 3:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. Final night of the regular season, 24-25. Seems like it was just a couple of weeks ago. Angola's season was delayed by about 2 weeks from getting started because of the success of the volleyball team.
Jump ball.
And then they had the games to make up, and they played like about a fifth of their schedule in about 5 days.
Cassie Jackson checking in for the Tigers. That jump ball is going to favor Warsaw. Robinson underneath for two, just off the rim. Rebound back to Robinson. Back up to Goheen. She'll look to Nepp. Nepp underneath. And that's going to be two for Cassie Jackson.
Here's Pocock in the corner for a triple. That's no good.
Robinson brings it up for the Tigers.
And we're already under 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. And with that running clock, it just shifts it into hyper gear as the Tigers will turn it over.
Travel on Goheen there for the Tigers. Turns it back over to Angola. Out of bounds, looks like it favors the Tigers. I didn't see who took that shot. Did you, Brett?
I missed it.
Robinson's going to bring it up for Warsaw. Looks to her right, looks back to her left in the corner to Nepp. Nepp drives, no, back out to Robinson. Robinson drives up for two, gets fouled. And looks like that's going to be on Savick. Her first, going to be the team's second of the quarter at the line for two. Going to be Robinson. First one is up and off the side of the iron, no good. One more coming for Robinson. No good on the second. Rebound comes down to McClure.
So Stockham gets it into the front court. Right side, it goes to Savick. Back out to Pocock for a deep three. That one won't go. And Warsaw rips down the rebound, and the Tigers head back the other way as Kaiser was able to pick it off the glass. Down low they go to Goheen. Can't get it to go. Rebound put back up and in. And that one's going to be credited to Goheen. 72-27 as we come up on the final minute of the 24-25 regular season. This score, it's going to fall right in line with a number of the Warsaw scores this season.
Yeah, they've hit the 70 mark. I don't know how many times, but it's been quite a few.
Stockham cut off down on the baseline. Out it goes to Savick. Running one-hander wouldn't go. And the Tigers have the rebound and a chance to run the clock out.
Goheen, she kind of looks for the shot, does not, drives around, no. Rebound and basket going to go to Cassie Jackson there for the Tigers. Just under 30 seconds remaining in the game. Let's see if Angola can get one more basket, get it to 30. Think they can get that three?
They're going to try. Stockham to Savick for the deep three. That's no good, and that'll do it. Final tonight from the Hive here on the final game of the 24-25 season, as Warsaw, ranked number 4 in Class 4A, comes into town, and they pick up a school record 21st win of the season as they knock off Angola by a final score of 74-27. Well, man, thanks a lot.
Yeah, Brett, it's been a good time, buddy. It's great to see you. I hope you get to feeling better, and best of luck to the Hornets in the sectional coming up here. I think they'll do well.
Yeah, that northern half for Warsaw, that's just just to get to Indianapolis is going to be tough.
It's going to be
a lot
tough
of teams.
for a lot of teams, and I mean, it's going to probably come down to a Warsaw-Northridge championship, which is a rematch of the first round of last year's sectional that Northridge won with a layup in the last 2 seconds of the game. I think they won 57-55. So, you know, Warsaw's going to want to take that, and they beat Northridge.
I was just talking about the Northern tournament and all.
But just in general,
when you got five of the top 6 teams in 4A will feed into that one semi-state.
And I tell you, the sleeper is probably Columbia City. They're a lot better than what people have given them credit for. They beat Homestead. Warsaw only beat them by 2. So, I mean, I'm not sure what sectional they're in, but that could be a tough one.
Yep. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Again, the final, Warsaw wins at 73-27. We'll see you Saturday night. We've got boys high school basketball as Angola plays host to Fairfield here at the Hive. And we'll have all the action for you starting at 7:30 on Saturday night, Angola and Fairfield right here on Hometown Media. For Josh Smucker, for Jake on camera, I'm Brett Briscoe. Have yourself a great night.